What's up guys, XHOUNDISHx here, and today I wanted to talk about all of our known weapon and armor perks coming inside of Destiny 2. I gotta give a big shout out to Chris Cohen on Reddit for building a list of all of the known weapon perks inside of Destiny 2. On top of this, I've compiled a bunch of footage in-game showing these perks on weapons and everything like that, so I thought we'd break down all of the perks that we know about. So we haven't actually seen the upgrade trees for weapons in depth in game. We get to look at the perks by looking at the weapons in the character director. Interestingly, they all have a kind of weapon type bonus in the top slot that shows up. So first up we have adaptive, a well-rounded, reliable and sturdy weapon. We also have high impact, long range, slow firing and high damage. And then we have aggressive for high damage with high recoil. On top of this, lightweight, which is a perk from Destiny 1, also appears in the top slot. These bonuses in general seem to be some kind of intrinsic values that the weapons have on them. And from what it looks like, they essentially describe the type of weapon that you're using. Up next, we have the more typical weapon perk or bonuses that we would have seen similar in Destiny 1. So first up, we have kill clip. Reloading after a kill grants increased damage. So this is essentially the Destiny 2 version of reactive reload right there. We also have ammo thief. Melee kills reload a portion of the magazine, and that sounds very much like casket mag from Destiny 1. We also have on a roll. Getting kills with this weapon temporarily grants increased damage, but it stacks up to 3 times. So this is a modified version of crowd control essentially, but allowing that to stack up to 3 times is very, very interesting. There's a lot of potential for that to be really good for PvE primaries in particular, and it really shows how they're thinking about balance here as well, because your chance of getting multiple kills, 3 kills and stacking that damage in PvP is incredibly low. So that's very interesting the way that they're actually going about this. They're creating perks that you essentially cannot proc in one situation, but you can in another, and it'll definitely make for some cool moments. If you ever do get those kind of bonuses to proc in PvP, you potentially will be able to do some incredible things. We also have a bonus called Hand Eye, where precision kills greatly increase reload time. So essentially this appears to be Outlaw from Destiny 1. There are some bonuses here which we don't have specific names for yet, but we have increased movement speed while aiming. Up next, improved stability and accuracy as the magazine gets lower, so that's pretty interesting. We do have increased accuracy, stability and handling when firing whilst crouched, so that sounds very similar to Take a Knee from Destiny 1. And then we have automatically reloads a portion of the magazine when critically wounded, so that's pretty similar to Rescue Mag. We have projectiles create an area of effect detonation on impact, so that sounds somewhat like cluster bombs or explosive rounds kind of thing. We have a magazine bonus that allows you to drop the magazine on reload, which wastes bullets but greatly increases reload speed, which is pretty interesting. We have improved accuracy and range on the opening shot of attack, and a pretty similar bonus which grants a short period of increased accuracy and stability on the initial trigger pull. We have faster time to aim down sights, which sounds very much like Snapshot, and then a Zen Moment type bonus where causing damage with the weapon increases its stability. And then we have some weapon specific bonuses. So this is a Hack-A rocket launcher perk called Hack-A Precision, which fires small auto tracking missiles. We have the Precision Fusion Rifle perk where the recoil pattern is more vertical, and then a shotgun perk. The holstered weapon is automatically reloaded after a short period of time, which is very similar to Cocoon from the Kingsfall raid in Destiny 1. And then the Intrinsic perk for new linear fusion rifles in Destiny 2, which fire a long-range precision energy bolt. And then this one, when holding down the trigger, this weapon's sway reduction system improves accuracy and stability over time, which is pretty interesting. That sounds potentially like a particular foundry bonus of some sort. So some pretty interesting stuff right there. You can see how they're kind of trying to shape some of these perks balance-wise. Things that they can do in PvE, will be really beneficial, but they're not necessarily things that you can utilize super regularly in PvP. So this is a really interesting approach. There are some armor perks that we've seen which we don't know names of just yet, but we have a bonus that grants additional shield strength at the cost of mobility, a bonus that increases ammo carry capacity, presumably for all different types of weapons. We have a bonus on armor that allows super abilities to recharge faster, which is pretty interesting. Not sure exactly how that one's going to work. Also an armor bonus which allows you to flinch less while under fire. We also have grenades recharge faster, melee abilities recharge faster, and then additional mobility at the cost of shield strength. So I really feel like there's some interesting, potential setups right there. Having the ability to flinch less while under fire from an armor piece, that sounds potentially like it could be huge in PvP. I really like how we might be able to use armor and weapons combined with subclasses, all of which have kind of been slimmed down and changed up. But when you think about it, when you put them together, there's quite a lot of potential for you to build, a really quite complete character. So while subclasses, for example, have been slimmed down, I've also spoken about how I'm excited to see exotic armor bonuses, because I'm hoping they will be able to interact and influence the way that you play the game and stuff like that. So there we go anyway, guys. Just a quick breakdown of all of the weapon and armor perks and bonuses that we know of so far coming to Destiny 2. So let me know down below what you think of these bonuses. Do you see any potential issues with these bonuses? Or can you see any possible really cool ways of setting up characters with these bonuses? I think it's going to be really interesting to see how all of this stuff, goes together to make a different kind of experience. But anyway, if you guys have enjoyed the video, a like below is appreciated. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit subscribe if you want to see a lot more Destiny content. For now though, thanks a lot for watching. I hope you have an awesome day.